Hello, my beautiful African. God bless you for staying tuned to Africa, My Heritage TV. Just as usual, it's your boy and your host, Kwame, the African child. And thank you for subscribing to this channel. Thank you for clicking on the notification bell to enable you receive alerts on new videos that we are going to upload. Thank you for liking all the videos also to enable to trigger the YouTube algorithm to promote this video further to help reach all the African youth whom I'm targeting with respect to this message that I'm recording right now. Thank you for bringing forth your comments and suggestions as to the direction that you would want this channel to go, so that all the videos and all the information we'll be using this channel to convey to you would be productive, would be entertaining, informed, educative, and inspire and encouraging you to have effective year with respect to 2022. Hello, my young, exuberant, energetic, beautiful, handsome, talented, and smart African youth. My broadcast is targeting you. I'm purposely talking to you. Please, I beg you, please reconsider your decision to travel outside Africa, going through a route or going through route, as other people would pronounce it, that is treacherous, that is dangerous, and that can end your life. As I said, the purpose of Africa My Heritage TV is to see Africa developing, is to see the transformation of the African economy in the next 10 to 20 years ahead of us. And in foreseeable future, there is no way we can realize this dream. There is no way we can realize this goal when we are losing our talented, when we are losing our exuberant, our energetic, our smart, inventive, and innovative youth to the Mediterranean Sea. We are losing this youth to the Sahara Desert. We are losing this precious life to the Libyan Desert. Why? Because the African economy is not growing. The African economy is not expanding. The African economy is not creating jobs. The African economy is not giving the youth hope. So the youth are frustrated. The youth are intimidated. The youth are depressed. Now, inside their mind, all that they are seeing is the doorway to leave Africa. Inside their brains, all that they are perceiving is the ways and means and schemes that can get them outside the continent of Africa. And as much as I'm cautioning my young African who would be watching me today, I at the same time plead on the behalf of the African leaders. It is high time you start creating opportunity on the continent of Africa for Africans. Africa is a continent, and we are blessed with all the natural resources a country or a continent would need to develop. Most of this Western world that the African youth watching me right now would want to risk his or her life to come to, they've been able to develop based on the natural resources they exploited from our continent. They've been able to develop based on the natural resources they exploited from our independent African countries. But yet we still have this many resources in abundance in Africa. Still, the African land is pregnant, is fertile with all these natural resources. The resources hasn't gone to an extension. So why can't you, the African leaders, leverage on these natural resources to create economic opportunity for the African youth, to create the enabling environment to enable the African youth to thrive? What is wrong with you, African leaders? Enough of the frustration that a young African would complete college, would complete university, and there is no job for him to do. There is no avenue to enable him to work. What do you expect that young African to do? He cannot become an armed robber. He cannot become a terrorist. So what is the way out for this young African? So because of frustration, that you, the African leaders who has been poorly managing the African economy for the past 40 years, because of the mismanagement and the poor governance we are giving to the African continent, we are suffering the consequences. The implications of your bad governance, the implications of your corruption, the implication of your wickedness, the implications of your greedy and your selfishness, the implications of your extravagant lifestyle that you're living at the expense of the poor African, the implications of your lascivious lifestyle, the implication of the lifestyle of ostentation that you are living with our resources at the expense of the continent, at the expense of the independent African country, is the reason why we are poor. And because we are poor, we want to risk it to leave Africa. So what is wrong with you African leaders? Why can't you leverage on our natural resources to build a better continent for all Africans? What is wrong with you African leaders? Can't you put a stop to corruption? Can't you stop corruption? The only problem that we are having in Africa is corruption. And the corruption has to do with our leaders. It is our leaders that are corrupt. And the corruption is now transcending to even the unborn generation. Now all the African independent countries is becoming corrupt. Now corruption is infecting us like diseases. The corruption has become an outbreak in Africa like the COVID-19 outbreak. What is wrong with us as Africans? When are we going to arise to know what the Creator has given to us as a continent and to leverage on it? What at all do we need as a continent to develop? What at all do we need again as an independent African country to develop? Why must I risk my life to travel to the United States? Why must I risk my life to leave Ghana? The Ghanaian land is pregnant with gold. The Ghanaian land is pregnant with diamond. The Ghanaian land is pregnant with bauxite. The Ghanaian land is pregnant with aluminium. The Ghanaian land is pregnant with every natural resources you can mention or you can name of. The Ghanaian land is pregnant with all these resources. The most European countries, most Western world are desirous of having these natural resources to develop, but yet they are not having it. But yet they've been able to use or harness their brain power to build a better country. That we working on all these natural resources are aimless, and out of our aimlessness, we want to risk it all to even travel to this foreign land. It is not my own. It is not my own country, Ghana, that is pregnant with natural resources. If you're looking at the most wealthiest country on earth in terms of natural resources, it is the Democratic Republic of Congo. As I said, all the African land is pregnant with natural resources. But because of mismanagement, because of corruption, because of bad leadership, because of unskilled leadership in Africa, because of analog leaders that we are having in this generation of digitalization, the African continent is suffering. Because of leadership that are backward, that has bankruptcy of ideas and inventive ways of thinking to develop the African continent, the African youth is suffering. And they are bearing the consequences and the implications of the bad ways and leadership of our so-called leaders. And because of this, we are risking our life like that. We are risking our life to go through the Mediterranean Sea. Because of our poverty, because of challenges and difficulties, the young African that is desirous, that is so that has been moved with zeal and passion and would want to get out of Africa. He sees the Mediterranean Sea like a swimming pool. He sees it like a swimming pool. To him, it is like do or die. God bless you. I'll see you again, my beautiful Africans. Thank you for paying heed to my message.